Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be planning the week of August 31st through September 6th, and I'll be using Planner Kate Mini Kit 223C, and I will be using several add-ons and of course tons of functional stickers. So let's get started. This week I purchased lots of add-ons. So one of the things that I loved about this kit was the pink and the gray and the purple. So I decided to get a lot of these add-ons, which I don't normally do, and to see how it would be to plan a week with all of these add-ons. This would have been a great week for my No White Space challenge from last week if you saw that video. But this is just the way that it worked out and the way I had my kits planned. So let's go ahead and get started. I like to start with these sheets, and this is normally all that I use. So I'm going to still kind of build my week around this, but one of the things that's going to be nice is the box that comes on this kit is a little too wide for the Moxie vertical columns. So I'm going to use kind of the same process, but all of my add-ons. So I like to block my work time with these full boxes, and this week I definitely want to kind of spread out the floral. So I'm going to start with that. I leave a few lines at the top for things I want to get done before work, or just priorities. Sometimes I'll track some of my social media plans there. I don't know about you guys, a lot of schools around here are finally back to school, so I'm sure that's affecting a lot of people and your planning. For us, our son is a teacher. He lives out of state, and that is the only thing that we have at all related to school. I'm going to use this box on Tuesday. As of right now, I'm scheduled to work from home Tuesday, so I can do a couple things instead of getting, interrupted at the office. I can, change laundry over and stuff while I'm home, which is nice. Let's pull in some of the stripe. I love this gray stripe in this kit. So if you watched the last plan with me, I was not sure if I was going to be gone on the weekend or during the week and what my schedule was going to be, and things are just kind of in a limbo state right now because I'm going to have a new schedule really starting next week. This week is a little different. Like I've mentioned before, I work in accounting, and this is going to have the end of the month in this week. So all things are a little bit different. These are super crooked. Are you yelling at the screen yet? So let me fix this one. But anyway, so this week is just going to be a little different, and that's fine. If you are over on Instagram with me, you know that we were out of town one day last week for a funeral for a family member that we lost to cancer. And, I think at this point, pretty much everybody knows somebody who has been affected by cancer, but it still seems particularly hard when you lose someone who's young and they have young kids. So we were gone for that, so that definitely affected the schedule. Changes that we had. Let's see, what do we want for Friday? She absolutely lived in just full joy, and I would love to basically be remembered that way. And that is really not my nature, to be the most positive person. It's not that I'm not optimistic, but I'm very practical, and so that tends to either give me a pessimistic point of view, or at least give other people the impression that I'm pessimistic. So how about you guys? Are you glass half full or glass half empty most of the time? Let me know in the comments. But our cousin was absolutely always joyful, even in the midst of just the most difficult trials. So we will miss her very much and plan to, continue being there to encourage the family. I think that one of the things that is really just a blessing is when you think about someone and you can't help but smile, right? Okay, like I said, I really, really like this gray in this kit, so I definitely want to incorporate that. And like I said, this is also going to be closer to a no white space kind of week. I will have a lot of days in the office, and like I said, it's going to be, you know, end of month for accounting, so it'll be busy. Seems like it's just been a little extra crazy lately. These strips are a little bit more narrow than the row, so I am kind of trying to center this up, but also trying not to have a 45-minute plan with me this week, so we're just going to keep moving. Okay, I've got that down. Let's do the weekend. I like to do the weekend kind of next, and since I have all of this, let's do, so it's a kind of a skinny weekend banner with this kit, so I'll use the washi from the full box sheet. You could use it from here, they're the same, but I'm going to run some of that right here, and I'm going to bring it down underneath these boxes because I might use more of the skinny washi sheet at the top. So let's get that down. We keep trying to get out on our boat on the weekends, and we keep having the worst weather on the weekends, so that has been a little frustrating, but we kind of knew that with the timing that we were probably going to face that here in mid to late summer in Florida, so we're just trying to relax, enjoy it when we can get out. Okay, I've got the weekend down, I've got my work, kind of time block for work, so let's do the sidebar. I like to use one of the bigger boxes. I didn't get date headers, so I'm not going to cover up the dates this week, but also, you know, this gray palette from the Moxie works really, really well for just blending in with this kit. So let's do this week here. And then I think I'll go ahead and build in my habit trackers. Again, with this kit having some of these grays and neutrals, I can really kind of play off using these colors that I don't use as much in my other kits. So let's do a few habits with some of the colors in here. So I'll do this purple, and we will do this pink, and let's do this kind of peachy pink. And let me see, I can never remember how many of these fit. So what I do is just kind of stack these so they don't line up with the Moxie habit trackers. But yeah, one more. With one more and then the vitamin one, I pretty much filled the space. So what other color do we want? You could almost do black with this, but I think let's just do coral. Nope, let's do a green. What is a green that we want to use here? So let's use that soft. Perfect. I love florals. I love these lighter colors. You don't always photograph as well for Instagram, but I promise you that this planner is way more functional for me than I am worried about how perfect it looks on Instagram or YouTube. Okay, so it is a little bit short, so we will go ahead and do one of the boxes from here, and I will put my don't forget at the top. I've been tracking eating at least one vegetable serving every day for the month of August, and I'm not going to consider that fully done until tomorrow. I'm planning this on Sunday, and I still have one day to go, so I will track that again here. I have not made up my final decision on my goals for September. I'll be working on that later, so we'll see how that plays out. I might not fill this in until I've worked on my goals for the month of September. All right, so I'm pretty much done here except for the little asterisk. Let me get my tweezer. So I like to just place these on kind of every other line. It tends to visually help it make it look fuller, but also it kind of makes me keep my to-do list more realistic, because if I have this full, I find that I do not get everything done, and I'm, you know, really great at procrastinating and overcommitting. You guys let me know in the comments if that's like a planner girl thing, or some of you may be more of a journaler or a memory keeper planner, and you may have the type of personality where the overcommitting is not really a problem that you have. Maybe you use this sidebar different. Let me know. Okay, then I kind of go back to my kit and I work on what I have here. So on Sundays, I like to make sure that we have taken care of kind of our weekly home blessing tasks. So like if you have followed Fly Lady, which I am planning on going back to this weekly home blessing time on Sundays, but also working in zones each week to get caught up on some deeper cleaning and just some stuff that's, you know, building up that it doesn't seem I have been getting to since all of the schedule changes and getting back to work the last 6 to 8 weeks. And I like using the little icons and the scripts with the sampler sheet. And then garbage day is the same day as payday around here. So let's do garbage on this and payday on pink. If you know me, I like to do the fun stuff on the bright colors. So actually, I think I'll leave that. I'll leave the money icon for time for pay bills. Let's do that here. Just kind of layer that. And then payday. Yeah, I think we'll just layer those on the box since I have a box. Okay, because I mean, those are really, I don't need to have time blocked for that mentally or in the planner. Laundry day, I try to do a laundry refresh in the middle of the week. So let's do a little flag. Another thing that we don't have to worry about since we don't have littles at home is keeping up with laundry every single day. Seemed like that was definitely the easier thing to do when we had little kids. The other thing I have because of these extra sheets is decorative half boxes. So I do want to use a decorative box instead of a solid one. I like to put my heart on my planner time. It's kind of fills my heart to take the time to do that. And Saturday, so if the weather is good and we can get out on the boat, we try to do that on Saturday mornings relatively early. We're used to getting up early during the week anyway. So I'll leave that open for now, and then in the afternoon, it's a great time for me to have this set aside because I can kind of get ahead for the next week, but also, you know, once we're home and cleaned up, then we're all kind of ready for some downtime. So I'll put that there. Let's see what's next. After I have the sidebar done, I kind of just start filling things in, especially with my functional stickers. So I like to mark time for church. I think I'll go ahead and use some more of this softer green and pull that in. It's pretty much one of the first things that I will do on Sunday. I try to take it easy on Sunday, and I'm also going to be focusing on self-care in September. So I'm really going to be trying not to overschedule myself. We'll see how that goes. Things that are going on this week. I tried to do a reminder to change our air filter on the 4th of the month usually. So I'll just kind of put that right after work. So that takes care of that one. I did a grocery delivery this last week. We had traveled to the funeral and I did not want to take any unnecessary risks. So for several days I have only gone to work with a mask, and other than that I have completely stayed at home. So I may do grocery delivery one more week. I also had a really bad experience with grocery pickup, so we will see. But let's put that down for Thursday. Thursday's starting to look like it has a lot going on. So one thing about the kits, so in the mini kit, the colors will sometimes be different than the Planner Kate colors. So a sheet like this from Planner Kate has kind of her colorway, and then the kits, of course, will have colors that work with the kit. So I don't think this is going to match exactly the way I want, so I'm just going to use the grocery time sticker that comes on the sheet, which is, you know, part of what it's there for. So let's do that, and I think that I will plan on that actually Friday after work, because I am planning on getting takeout that night. So whether I have it delivered or pick it up, that will work. And then while we're on that day, let's go ahead and just put this down. I've also been trying to plan on like just family time, movie night, some type of thing like that. So we'll do that for Friday. And I like to try to do a big chunk of time to check on just expenses. It's like a finance check-in basically. So we'll put the money icon with that one. And we'll do that Thursday. Thursday night this week is also going to be super fun because Darian Plans has been doing weekly videos on Wednesday night on YouTube, and this week it's going to be Julie and Darian, so that's going to be a blast. So let's just go ahead and put, that's going to be on Wednesday. I don't know if I just said Thursday, but Wednesday. She does those Wednesdays at 8, so let's just go ahead and put a reminder down, because you know that is going to be hysterical. So let's just put that down here. Now one thing I was planning on doing, let's move this up actually. I think I'm just going to track meals kind of at the bottom of the column, even though that is not like when we would eat dinner. We wouldn't eat dinner like as the last thing before we go to bed, but I'm going to move this up so I can use the little fork and knife stickers all the way across the bottom. So let me make some room for that before I go any further. So these are the little fork and knife stickers. I just love these, and I'm just going to mix it up and do all the different colors across the bottom. I'm not going to try to follow a pattern per se. I'm just going to use some of these same colors that I used on the habit tracker. Yeah. I have been tracking what we actually eat here versus the menu plan. Part of that was kind of driving me crazy because we would change our minds about things, and so I couldn't really go back. I would see what I had planned, but I wouldn't see what we had actually ended up doing. So I kind of went back to that. So there's no black or gray here, but I am pretty sure I have some in my sampler. So let me look. The whole way that I even found this sticker was by getting these samplers. And these are just slightly larger than the ones that come on the sheet, but the color is actually perfect. So I am going to use that. And then I'll just repeat these. Anyway, so I like to track what we've actually done. I have found that to be more helpful. So that is what so that's always blank until the day of. And then I have something to go back to when I'm trying to figure out what to plan. Like, what did we actually eat? Okay. I think what I'm going to do is go back to the thin washi and go ahead and add some of that to the top. And I think I will go ahead and bring in the floral and maybe the stripe on top. So like I mentioned, these are a little bit shorter basically than the height of the rows that come in the Moxie. So what I'm going to do is just put two of these together, and it'll go a little bit above, but that'll be fine. I've got plenty of room. Again, I didn't get date headers this week. I pretty much got almost every other sheet. So again, with everything getting crooked, super easy. I mentioned this tool last week in my video, but you really do have to be careful, especially when it's new. It's super sharp, so you really don't need to apply hardly any pressure, and it will cut right through, and if you push too hard, you will definitely cut through the paper. Now this one's a little bit tricky because it's a vertical stripe, so the white is on the end. Kind of looks like I cut it short, but there we go. All right, so again, since I am working on self-care for the month of September, I don't want to overbook my weeks, and sometimes I just need to take what ends up on my to-do list on the side and work it in for whatever is best. I also like to have my top 3 here for the day, so I've kind of left room for that, and then I will use these to kind of have a place to either mark something I want to do for the home or my social media posting. I am using my content planner, so I think what I'm going to do here is actually take the zone related tasks from Fly Lady and kind of jot them down. You can really pick anything to work on in that area, so I could do that as well, but I really want to get to some of those deeper cleaning things, and a little bit every day is just a lot easier than trying to do it all at once. I think I'll just do those 6, and then I'll tackle one with the weekly home blessing on Sunday. So I'll leave that, and then I think just for fun and to help use some of this, I'm gonna put another row of washi down in here. Again, I just really wanted a little more like fun, and just a reminder not to fill every moment of every day with a task, because I am feeling the burnout. I don't know about you guys, but I basically have to force myself to rest. And that is basically my goal in September. And not just rest, like get more sleep, but truly just take the pressure off of myself to feel like I've got to get everything done, you know, right away as soon as I think of it, or, you know, whatever the case may be. So is this going to drive you guys completely crazy? But I'm just, instead of moving everything around, I'm just going to put this here. So it's a little bit different for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And again, this layout is different than some planners that I've had in the past, where it's Monday through Thursday on one side and then Friday through Sunday on the other side. But I really do like having that, or sorry, Friday through Sunday on this side. And I like having those days together kind of by themselves. Like, I know at this point I really need to be kind of readjusting and recuperating to get ready for the next week. So that is looking great. What else do we need? Sometimes I just go back to my sheet to see what else am I forgetting. I think I am going to add this little to call here. I have been trying to, like, I mean, there's other phone calls I have to make, but like, you know how you have those phone calls you need to make and you just kind of keep putting them off? I want to pick, you know, at least one every week to really get some momentum and get some things done. So I'll put that there. So I'll have a place for, you know, kind of an important call. What I should be putting in here is workouts, but I think I'm going to just wait and see how the week goes. I think that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for this plan with me. I hope that you are going to have a great week and that you are looking forward to something fun in September. If you'd like to join me as I go through Self-Care September, make sure you follow me over on Instagram, instagram.com/Tammy Skipper, and the link will be below. Make sure you like this video and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.